Oh, okay, awesome. We're live now. Sweet. You fucking asshole, Bruno.
That works.
What's up, guys? You're listening to Certainly Cynical. Host Mike J here with my co-host John.
And we're live from Havana, Cuba. We're celebrating Fidel Castro dying. Hey!
So, we're not actually live from Havana, Cuba.
In my story, we are.
In John's imagination, we are. So, to start this one off, we're going to be talking about somebody you may or may not have heard of. Fidel Castro passed away. When did he die?
Saturday night?
This past weekend.
Saturday night.
Yeah, so, yeah, right now it's Monday at the time that we're recording right now, so this is, like, relatively fresh news.
I didn't want them to know that we're recording on a Monday.
Well, either fucking way. I mean, there's probably going to be more stories between now and then that we could talk about.
Great.
Okay, all right, whatever.
All right, whatever.
So, that naturally, I mean, being only like an hour away from like one of the biggest Cuban hubs in this country,
Miami's lit.
Little Havana is lit, as you say.
Miami was lit.
Yep.
Miami was fucking lit.
So Calle Ocho, I don't know if they had like celebrations or whatnot.
It was an early Cayocho.
Oh my gosh.
He celebrated it early.
So, I mean,
Shout out to the Cubans, man.
Hey, they know how to party.
Yo, Latinos in general know how to party.
That's
dog.
true.
It's never a dull moment at a party.
So, here's the thing that I'm not understanding here. So this guy has been sick, rumored to be dead for like the last 5 years now, 10 years.
Like Osama?
No, but that was actually confirmed. And that's controversial. Very true. So, not that this isn't. I mean, that it's fucking Castro, for Christ's sakes. So, no more Castro.
But his brother's still running
His brother's
shit.
still going to take over. His brother's got to be fucking old as shit, too.
Yeah, we're just
because he died at 90.
Yeah, well, first off, this motherfucker has survived 600 assassinated attempts.
Assassination.
Whatever.
Assassinated.
Assassin.
You're an ass.
My mind is being clouded by certain other
I
things.
know. You see, like, you have Castro dying and all these like parties going on, and now you can't think straight.
I'm thinking of the Cubans and the assassination. Oh man, but this guy survived 600 assassinations.
Yeah, but he was old as
10
dirt.
what U.S. presidents? Like
I don't know. I mean, he's
was
taken
like
over.
10.
I think, what did he take over? Like the 50s or the 60s?
I know he ruled the country for like 50 years. I think it's 50.
47, exactly.
I thought it was 49.
47 years,
I thought it was
bro?
49 exactly.
No, 47.
Wow.
I mean, either way, that's
Fuck.
that's half a century, dude.
Yeah, that's a half a century. Fuck it, but
Half a century sounds cool.
Yeah.
G shit.
Let's agree with that.
So-
Dead ass. But yeah, salsa in the streets.
Well, there's been a lot of like mixed reviews. I mean, the Cubans are celebrating, and for good reason.
But then you have some Cubans like in Cuba that are like mourning and upset. And
I mean,
I'm
you know, he's
confused.
still. I mean, look, but I think I mean, Obama was talking about it too, but a lot of like the political leaders and just people in general that have a filter, that they're kind of saying, I mean, whether you want to perceive Castro as good or bad, that he still has a major fucking impact on like culture and society, and, like history during that time.
Well, yeah, I mean,
He's been
people
through a
that-
fucking lot, man.
not only that, but the people that are supporting him, like I don't know if you've seen like Nas's Instagram post, but he was like big upping Fidel and sending his condolences. There's some people that actually kind of back Fidel and kind of upset that he died. From what I've read,
I mean,
and
from a historical perspective,
from a historical
it's big.
standpoint, which is huge. Regardless of him being horrible, he
Regardless, put
regardless-
aside the fact that he was a piece of shit.
No, because you want to like for me, I always appreciate like the shit you did, bad and good, because it
I mean, it
that's
still
that's who you
changes
are as a
history,
person.
yeah.
Because I
I
mean,
mean, we wouldn't be where we are here without him,
right.
whether you like it or not.
He met with Malcolm X in Harlem.
Castro
Yeah.
or Nas.
No, Castro.
Okay.
Fuck him. Nas is gonna meet. He had a time machine, Mike. That makes sense.
I don't fucking know.
Jeez, give me your hip hop card. He sent like 25,000 troops to Angola during the apartheid thing. Like when the U.S. wasn't participating in apartheid, Castro was all about that and like getting getting rid of apartheid and helping out Mandela. And when Mandela got out of prison after like 27 years of being in jail, the first thing he did, he went to Cuba to thank Castro and the Cuban people for that. So like that's huge. I was looking at other things from him. The literacy rate in Cuba is 97%.
Really?
There's no other country that I know of with a 97% literacy rate and free universal healthcare. We don't even have that. Our literacy rate isn't even. I don't even know what our literacy rate
probably
is.
Not good.
It's not good because no one reads. Like,
but look at you. I mean, you're like a historian right here. We don't even pay you to be a fact checker.
But I like history. It's something that I like.
You were always big into that.
I've always loved history and reading. And like whenever I tell people,
wait, you don't read? The literacy rate is low here.
I read. I'm not part of the literacy rate.
I'm helping the stats here.
I read, and like when people see me with a book, they're like, "You read?" I'm like, "Yeah." There are people who actually.
Wow, that's fucking insulting.
Seriously, I get. Yeah, I'm like,
I would smack you.
People died for us to read. I want people to know this, like, especially for people of color. Like, you were killed if you learned how to read. So why are you not reading? It's a privilege.
Well, wasn't that like a Mos Def lyric?
I don't know.
The kids don't know how to read, but they can
play PS. Oh yeah. You're right. Okay, all right. I'll give you back your hip hop card.
Oh, thank you.
That
only took 5 minutes.
Mos Def is he's dropping an album next week, by the way.
What's it called?
I don't know yet. I just know it.
Is that what it's called? I don't know yet, or you just don't know?
No, the post that I read was literally saying Yasin Bey, which is Mos Def.
Damn, you beat me to a joke. Damn it, you're.
Welcome to Havana, smoking Cubanos with Castro and Cabanas.
Oh, jeez.
Viva Mexico, Cubano, Dominicano, all the plugs that I know.
Where was that from? I know that was Jay-Z.
That was
Kanye.
Otis. I told you, every bar that Jay-Z spits can be related to something.
That whole year was lit for Kanye and Jay-Z.
Watch the Throne album?
The Throne, yeah.
The Watch the Throne album was amazing.
Yeah. That was good. That was like high school, like junior, senior year of high school in like a nutshell.
Niggas in New York are raised off of Jay-Z bars.
Did you? And you know what I love also, like with
I mean that ass
with Kanye. I can't say it because I don't have. There's a card and a color that I need that I don't have to say it. But Kanye basically said, I forgot whose talk show he was on. I really don't remember. But he said, "Do you want to know why we called the song N-words in Paris?"
Oh, niggas in Paris, because niggas was in Paris.
Paris, yeah. It's like, wow.
Yo, that shit is hard.
Like, mind blown. Shit.
Hey, every time the Miami Heat used to play, that shit used to play all the goddamn time. That's
what was
classic.
it? Ain't that like D-Wade?
Yeah.
LeBron James or
and
something
that shit
like that.
D-Wade.
Or Privé. That's where the Heat play.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. I don't know. I don't fucking remember.
That was great.
But that was a good album. But getting back to
Castro.
Yeah, how the fuck did we
went from Jay-Z Castro to Jay-Z?
No, we went from like Castro to like Nas, and then you said something about a time machine, and now we're talking about Watch the Throne and
one of
people
the
in Paris.
Ever.
Yeah, so
one of the greatest albums of the decade.
But getting back to Castro. Yeah, back to Castro.
People were celebrating. You know, of course, we're happy to see that someone that did terrible crimes against people in Cuba.
Really screwed up a lot of people and families in that
definitely
country.
You separated families and traumatized the people. He's gone, so for those people they didn't have to worry about that anymore. And hopefully we have a better what's the word I want to use, relationship with Cuba. I know we have the open borders,
and now people are starting
diplomatic
people are starting to get cynical about that agreement too. But it was interesting.
We should go to Cuba. For real.
No, but listen to this. So I was in we should do that. A live episode from Cuba.
Yo, Raul Castro. No, wait, don't do that.
No. It's a terrible idea.
But
you should sponsor.
Okay, that we'll save that sponsorship for later. At least until relationships. At least until relations
diplomatic
are better.
relationships are a little bit better. But we should definitely go to Cuba.
Certainly Cynical now has international relationships with Raul Castro.
We beat it. Hey, we beat some of these countries.
Yeah,
we got.
So, all right. Well, but it's fun. I was in Key West, like let's just say 6 months ago. No, I wasn't in Cuba. I was in Key West.
It's close,
so we went
like Cuba.
to 90 miles. So. So I was in Key West, and like me and my buddy, we went to go check out this Cuban like history museum or whatever, right? And they had like all the dictators that they ever had, and like not dictators, that's not the right word, like presidents and just like famous like political people, whatever, right?
Rulers. No. Okay.
Just like famous people from Cuba, basically. Like anybody who had like an impact
influential
on Cuban,
people.
Yeah, anybody who had an impact on Cuban culture in like the last 100 years, let's say.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, anything about Castro or the president preceding Castro,
Fulgencio Batista.
Fulgencio, how do you say it? Fulgencio Batista.
You got to with the accent.
Okay. So, yeah, they were nowhere to be found in the whole museum.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, it's like putting Hitler up in like a German museum.
Batista
like, you don't do that.
Batista
shit.
was bad. Was like bad.
Yeah, that could be like a whole nother like topic right there.
That's why.
Worse,
that's why
Batista
Castro and Che Guevara
yeah.
teamed up. And it's like, oh, we're gonna get them the fuck out of here. And he was great then. And then when he came to power, it was like, oh, what the fuck is this? We didn't sign up for this shit.
Yeah, exactly. So like they got to realize that
you're never guaranteed another relation. You're never guaranteed the relationship that you have. Like I know this is on a smaller scale, but like let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and it's like shit, but the next relationship is even worse. You're not guaranteed it.
Yeah, but it was kind of like the tradition out of Batista because people thought that they were getting somebody better than Batista, and then they end up getting 50 years of Castro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you're never guaranteed.
The grass isn't always greener, basically.
The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
This is why you
Brown.
have your little producer stuff here, and we with the big shots.
Like
have
Chris
the mics
Brown
right
said,
here.
the
Bruno.
grass ain't green on the other side.
Yeah. So
I like Chris Brown records, man. That shit is hot.
I can't deal with you right now.
Yo, hey, condolences to Colin Kaepernick, though. I know he's really upset. Fidel
Oh, I know. That was
died.
like his buddy now, I guess.
That was his buddy. He wore him on the shirt and everything.
What was that about? You know more about that.
No, because he I don't know if the problem with Colin is that he's stupid and he doesn't know better.
Look, I've talked about this in another
or if
in
he
like
doesn't
a previous
know,
episode.
or if he
I think
doesn't-
it's just publicity. He just wants to be fucking relevant.
or he doesn't know how to vocalize. He doesn't retain the information that he knows, and he's spitting it the wrong way. Because what he was talking about, like
fucking stupid.
when I was
dense.
well, not only that, but he was
Not
talking.
only
He was
that.
talking about socialism wise of Castro, like with the literacy rate and the healthcare. That's great. Like socialism is great. The communism part's and like when people hear communism, they freak the fuck out.
And now socialism too.
And social
That was like a big
and
deterrent from like
socialism-
Bernie Sanders.
Exactly.
Was that
They
like,
heard
oh, he's a
socialism,
socialist. you know?
communism. Oh fuck, we can't have that.
Yeah.
And
People don't even know what the fuck it means. They just know the word.
Exactly. And socialism is a different thing from communism, and I think those two are being put together.
They're intertwined.
They're intertwined, but they can be separated.
They're similar, right? They're similar in some ways,
Right,
but they're
and I think
they're different.
That's the thing that people aren't getting the grasp of, and I think that's wrong with what happened with Colin. Is that
Right.
Colin is talking more of a socialism than the communism, because Fidel more practiced the communism part. Like great. The literacy rate, cool. Universal healthcare, great. Everything else, like he torturing people for saying shit, like having us having this podcast and talking shit, like
That was a no-no.
we couldn't do this. We already been tortured.
No, you niggas would.
We'd definitely be tortured. Maybe not me, because he liked POCs, but
My kind wasn't well liked.
your
I'd
kind
say.
wasn't well liked.
Your kind was not appreciated.
You're stale and breaded. But
So, what about this whole Kaepernick thing?
but I just think that he's voicing it the wrong way, or maybe he's stupid, one or the other way.
And
But-
look, and we're probably could get a lot of flack for this too. Like just because he's a football player, yeah, I mean he's entitled to his opinions, and he's allowed to use his platform to say what he wants to say. But at the same time, we can criticize.
But
him
let's also
for being
remember
a fucking
he's
idiot.
a football player, and he's a football player. There's not
Well,
much to
I mean,
say.
his opinion is just
The
dumb. In
football
my
players
opinion,
aren't- I'm
my
not look-
opinion is that his opinion is dumb.
I'm not
with
looking
that
for
shit.
football players for advice. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
exactly.
Like, to catch a ball, yeah, but not about diplomatic relations in history.
Yeah, and he wasn't the only football player to make news this week.
No,
Did you see?
how was you saw the game because Cowboys played Thanksgiving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
And
they
what
won.
happened?
And they won, right?
I'm sorry. What?
They won.
They what?
Okay, I don't. What did the Patriots do? They won, right? What
but
did they what?
How many
They
times
won?
did they win this year?
I don't.
They're
what,
like 9
8
and 2, I think.
8 I thought they were
9 and 2.
Okay.
And the Cowboys are 10-1. So,
Okay.
booyah.
Like Stephen A. Smith says, he's like, Dak's all right.
Yeah, Dak's all right. Elliott's good.
Ezekiel Elliott's,
Yeah,
he's all right. He's all right.
So,
But,
yeah, so there was a bit of a skirmish.
Your boy Dez.
At it again, man. I mean, Dez just
That was a hell of a game they played.
he
though,
likes
I'm not
to
gonna
he
lie.
likes to butt heads, man. Dez. I love Dez.
Am I the only? I don't blame Dez, by the way. I blame Norman.
Well, Norman was a huge piece of
I
shit.
blame Norman for snitching. You don't snitch, bro.
That's what it comes down to with you. With
he
me,
he ran to the media.
okay.
Where we're from, where I'm from,
Well,
we unload the
we'll
clip.
get to that in a minute. Yeah, like that's a good soundbite. But basically, for those who don't know, okay, so you got Dez Bryant. That's my boy. That's my friend. So
Friend of the show.
yeah. Shout out to @Dez Bryant. No, but so he was matched up against Redskins corner Josh Norman, and Norman has been known to get into it with a lot of other receivers, including
Odell,
one of New York's finest, Odell Beckham.
who's actually I'm not gonna go on Odell.
No, let's leave Odell alone for now. He's had enough bullshit lately. But as far as Dez, so he went at it with Dez, and like Dez or not, you know, I mean, he does get into it with these people sometimes, and he does like to, you know, just do battle with a lot of these other guys that talk baloney first. But I thought he was in the right here, because essentially what had happened was Norman was going over talking his usual smack that he does, and Dez was trying to come right from the beginning and say, like, this shit isn't going to bug me. And, you know, he actually had a decent game. You know, I mean, Norman didn't have any interceptions. Dez caught a lot of balls over him, in front of him, behind him. Statistically, I don't think it was that great of a game for Dez, but
because Norman got in his head.
because Norman got in his head.
Norman.
I mean, he
getting
still
in
had a
people's
good
heads.
game. I mean,
He had a good game, but compared to like what he would normally put up, like same thing with Odell.
Well, Dez has been on a cold streak lately. I mean, but Odell, Norman's usually shut him down too.
That's what I'm
So I'm looking. Dez Bryant had 5 catches for 72 yards, no touchdowns. So it's not terrible. I mean, that's still like 15 points in fantasy almost. It's like 12 and change.
12 and change.
Yeah. So not a terrible game,
We'll
but
talk about fantasy later.
yeah. So, but what I didn't like was there were several times when Norman was pushing Dez from behind after plays were done. There was another one. This pissed me off. When Norman tackled Dez, so the ref blew the play dead, tackled him on the spot.
Right.
Norman goes ahead and takes his leg. He still wrapped him, like, I think it was like a low tackle. He wrapped him from the legs and tackled him to the ground. So he's still holding onto his leg. Norman stands up. Dez is still on the ground, and Norman lifts Dez's leg up. Like, the fuck are you trying to do? Like, that's like UFC shit. You know?
Let's get to the part where he says, "Where I'm from, we unload the clips."
Well, that's what Norman's alleged that Dez.
Wait, quick question: where's Dez from? Where are these clips coming from? Because
I
want to
have
know.
no idea where Dez. I know he played college ball at Oklahoma State.
No, I want to know where he's from. Where is he born?
where is he
grew up?
from?
Yeah, because I want to know where these clips are coming from.
I don't know.
Because if these clips are coming from
So
if these clips are coming from like a small place like Alabama or something.
Yeah, like, okay, so I know he played college ball at. I'm just trying to think. He played college ball at Oklahoma State. He's actually from Galveston County, Texas.
No,
So,
all right, I'm not gonna fuck with this.
He's from Texas, and he played college ball at Oklahoma State. So now he's back in Texas.
Texas niggas
Look,
are hard.
I wouldn't fuck with the guy in general, you know.
But I didn't appreciate Norman snitching.
So and then Norman says, Norman alleged that Dez had said to Norman during the game,
Where I'm from,
we unload
the
clips. Yeah, we unload the clip. Yeah,
that was
that's
a
right.
bar. that was a bar.
Dez is gonna be on Mos Def's new album.
He's not talking about unloading clips. Most Def is not about that. But damn. Where's he? But so he's from Texas.
So he's from Texas.
Okay, I can see them unloading clips from Texas.
Okay, it doesn't matter where he's from, but the point
Yes,
is
it does.
But the point is that, like, I mean, so you said, like, he's snitching, all right?
That's like me saying where I'm from. I unload the clips. I'm from Beverly Hills. You ain't hard, bro.
Okay, I see your point.
That's what I mean.
No, but, like, here's what bugs me. So he went ahead and acted like a punk the whole game, Norman, right?
Okay.
And then when things all of a sudden don't go his way, he lost. He gave up a few catches on Dez. He wasn't on Dez the whole time, but most of the time. So he gave up catches on Dez. Dez caught shit over him. and now you're gonna like literally try to break his leg. You're gonna try to like shove him out of bounds after plays are over.
Right.
You know, like come on now, like let's not be silly here. And then now he wants to get in Dez's face. Then when things don't go his way, when he lost, then he wants to go run to the media. You know, oh, Mr. Media Man, come help me.
We unload the clip.
Yeah, and actually, it just came out today that Norman admitted that he made that up. So that whole thing was fabricated.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad because like to me that's corny. If Dez actually said no.
That's corny. He don't got bars.
No, because he doesn't have bars. You lied. Yeah. No, but did you see Dez's tweet? He said he lying and he spelled ILIEN.
Oh
you lied. No, right there.
He's from Texas. That's how you know.
No. Right there, I said Dez. You said that shit. you definitely said that shit if you can't spell it right.
Dez isn't known for his intelligence. He's known for his.
Guys are
his
football
abilities.
players.
Yeah. But
you can't get much from them.
And you know what else he said? Because Norman got a huge contract from Washington this summer, so that was really big. That he became like one of the highest, if not the highest, paid corner in the league.
So Norman said he made that up.
Yeah, Norman said that he made the part about the clips up. But then you know what Dez says? Like right after the game, it was in a a press conference after.
He said Washington need to get the money back.
Yeah, Washington needs to get a refund.
Okay, that's No, because look, I hate like when sports players talk that hard shit, because if you talk to actual people from the hood that's about that life, they'll tell you we're trying to get out from there. We don't want to go and rob this person, but we don't have much of a choice. So like when sports people are talking that talk, like you have everything. There's nothing
it's like
for
you're here for a reason. You're here to get away from that shit.
There's nothing for you to be doing that, except unless you're Aaron Hernandez. He was about that.
As it turns out, yeah.
He was about that. Speaking of Aaron Hernandez and the Patriots, my Patriots won. My fantasy looks great. I told you I was bugging out yesterday.
Well, because you have all Patriots and Cowboys on your team. That's why.
No, I don't.
You have Brady. You have Edelman.
Edelman didn't do shit. It was who was it? I had my wide receiver. I had Fitzgerald, who played decent, and who was my third receiver?
Fitzgerald. Didn't you say you had? Marshall?
No, I had Gin.
Gin.
I had Gin. Yeah.
Ginn.
Oh, Ginn.
Ted. The fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry.
Ted Ginn. Yeah, he had a good game.
Who had a good game against the Raiders, even though they lost.
But yeah, so that's about it with Norman and Dez. And you know what, like, really also like bugs me. I mean, I feel like I'm going to be saying this a lot with Norman, but so they asked Dez.
You just
like,
tight because it's against the Cowboys.
Yeah, well, a little bit. I'm a little salty right now. But hey, look, at the end of the day, we got the W.
Right,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And then so they're asking Norman, or yeah, they asked Dez about what's been going on with Norman. So he says, we're on, like, he gives like a typical like Bill Belichick response. Oh, we're on to Minnesota, you know.
Right.
So he's moving on. They won. What does Dez have to apologize for? What does Dez have to look back on?
Nothing.
So they're asking Norman, right? And he says, well, you know, oh, that was a corny line. Like, oh, that, or what did he say? He's like, that wasn't original when he said Washington needs to get a refund. Like, at least be original, something like that. I'm like, why?
Because he ran out of bars.
That's it, because now he's still salty. He's still going to have to hold the L for the game. He's going to have to hold the L for crying to Mr. Media and making up the story about Dez.
Damn, but that was bars, man. Where you from? We unload the clip. That sounds like something like Styles P would say. That shit sound hard. All I'm praying right now is that Green Bay is playing against Philly, and I hope Green Bay fucks up.
Yeah, that's tonight. So
it's right now.
Oh, well, yeah, it is.
Because I'm looking at fantasy right now, and Crosby just he got a point. I'm trying to win to get up to second place.
Yeah, so future us will know the result, but
yeah,
as of right now, we're
you
clueless.
You guys already know. But we're clueless.
That's going to be taken out of context. Yeah. We're clueless. Some way, somehow.
Speak for yourself. You're clueless.
So, you know, also what happened, this was really fucked up. This was today. And again, this morning, I freaking woke up.
I woke up to this shit.
And you know, I
You know who I blame? I blame Trump.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white people.
I blame Trump.
I thought you were going to say
No,
people,
because remember all the fucking shootings, the school shootings, they always blamed Obama.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thanks Obama.
Trump.
Now it's thanks Trump. Thanks Trump or thanks Donald.
If you don't know, you'll probably know by then, but Ohio State University.
Yeah.
There was a guy. Do we know what the guy's name is?
I know he was from Somalia.
Okay, so he was Somalian. He wasn't white. I was kind of upset.
He was upset that it wasn't white.
I thought it was a white guy.
People fucking got hurt, John, and he's just sad that he's not a white guy. God damn it.
They're gonna live.
God willing.
No, they're gonna live. Like there was the news.
They went to the hospital, John.
They said it wasn't non-life-threatening injuries.
He like took his car and like ran over pedestrians, and then I think the cop that shot him like said that he had a knife and like refused to drop the knife.
I heard it was a machete, but whatever. Like, thank God that the people you said it was 11. I heard it was 8.
Last I checked, it was 11.
All right.
I mean,
11,
hey, it may be more. I mean,
hell,
like I said, because between
right.
now and then, it says
as long
the
as,
attacker was killed and 11 were hospitalized after the attack.
And what I was reading is they're all non-life-threatening injuries, so they're gonna be okay. Thank God. I'm glad that they're safe. But motherfuckers can't go to school without a shooting happening. Why is this? Why is this like a couple years ago? My college got locked down because there was a shooter.
Where was this, PBSC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you remember? I think because you go to the school out near it, and you guys had to lock down too, didn't you? Or it was just me?
I think it was both of us.
Yeah.
But he was going back and forth.
He was going back.
I
I don't know how the fuck he went back and forth. Did he run across the street? And like,
apparently he was like locked down in a library or some shit. He just got away. This was like 4 years ago.
The news that I heard, I was the building that I was in. It was a classroom. I can't remember the classroom I took, but it was in the I was taking the classroom in the second floor, and he was downstairs. I was like, oh shit.
I mean, he had migrated a lot, and like they couldn't like.
This nigga must be the Flash or something, because
I know, because like they were saying like, oh, like I'm like locked down
to get
a fucking
to your school
building,
is a
man.
walk. To get to your school is a walk.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he was
That's
just
like a
like
20-minute
literally
walk.
like just like on his merry way, just like skipping from building to building
with a gun in his hand.
Was it? I don't even think he had a gun. Whatever it was.
Whatever
I mean, he
it
was
was.
threatening people, and the schools were on lockdown.
All I
That's
know is my mom was freaking out, and I was like, "It's cool. I'm eating M&Ms and we're playing cards."
Pretty much. I mean, like, what's it called?
I'm like,
I had to go to work, but like I was with my buddies.
oh,
And
so you weren't even in school? You were good.
No. I wasn't in school, but I was getting ready to go to work from school.
Right.
And we had heard the news, and like all the alerts came up on our phones, like we got like calls and texts and emails,
Right.
and so it's like seek shelter. They weren't letting anybody out, so I'm sitting there, right, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to Wendy's real quick before the shoot. Like I don't even care. I
need to get his full stomach before I die. Hey, we true fat asses.
I want my bacon.
I need to get that bacon.
We didn't.
Yeah, I gotta get my bacon sandwich, my bacon club sandwich.
Shout out to Wendy's.
That's our next sponsor.
Hey, your fries are lit. Your fries and honey mustard are lit.
They had like some sort of like one of these like special fries, and they were really good. So I was like, I'm gonna get. I don't. It was like barbecue or some shit. It was good
weird.
though.
Oh, that sounds weird. But
it was good. But anyway, so I got that in my bacon sandwich, and then I'm like, well, shit. And
I'm gonna go. At least I got a baconator in my hand.
And we just headed up to the dorms and just like ate Wendy's bacon crab, and then we just like waited it out.
See who makes it and who doesn't make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Like,
my mom called me and she was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm just eating M&Ms and I'm playing cards."
I got a story after this, but go ahead.
And I was talking to this girl,
and that's how common it is. Everybody's like freaking out, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm eating M&Ms." No, it's all good, dude.
No, because like
we're fine.
There was this one tough guy. He's like, he's not getting through it. I'm like, dog, if he has a gun, I don't give a fuck how tough you are. You're getting riddled with bullets, but it's okay. But
oh my God.
But this girl, she was kind of freaking out. So I was macking.
Oh,
Shout out to Heffany, friend of the show. And I was eating M&Ms, and I shared my M&Ms with her, and we had a great bonding experience. Bonding experience.
This is a G-rated show.
No, it's not.
In the shooting.
Yo, speaking of the rated show, I want to thank all our listeners because the first 2 episodes reached 100. And
100 views, not subscribers.
More than
Fucking
100.
I wish subscribers.
Listen, let's take it one at a time, all right?
Yeah, one milestone.
We have to crawl before we walk. So everyone who's listening,
we'll be crawling for a while.
Thank you very much. I literally thought that it was going to be like episode 10.
1, 2, and then done.
No. I thought it was going to be episode 10 that we'll get like 100 people. So the fact that in our 3rd episode we already got 100 people, thank you very much. I'm amazed. If you like what you're hearing, like this and subscribe to let us know. Comment to let us know what we're doing is good how we can improve. Because this is a learn as we go process. None of us have any kind of experience in this before. We're just talking shit.
We just talk shit and have opinions. That's about
Basically,
it.
we just talk shit and have opinions.
It's like barbershop talk. pretty much.
You look like you need to go to the barbershop, but
Oh, okay.
shit.
You don't like my cut.
Ooh. But thank you guys so much for listening, man. I really appreciate it. As someone who came up with this idea and come to these
Oh,
three
okay.
guys.
So now he takes credit for my idea. Okay.
It wasn't your idea. Let's not lie.
But, okay. So
I'm the
but
executive producer.
so okay, awesome. So it's your idea.
But subscribe
I just
to
stole
Certainly
the
Cynical.
show.
Like you guys steal everything. But anyways,
It always comes down to you guys blaming the white man, doesn't it?
Steel,
All right, go ahead.
stale end piece of bread.
Stale and piece of white bread.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Bleached.
Go ahead. Well, let's try to be serious for 2 seconds. Go ahead.
But seriously, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what we're doing, what we can improve on, things that we can talk about too. If you guys want to hear more of something or a subject or something like that, we'll definitely try and do that. We're very good at improvisation.
Improvising. There we go.
That's it.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, Bruno.
That's
Thank
why
you.
I'm not an English major. Shut up. You're getting 50 cents. It's good enough.
So,
Trump's about to get you out of here.
that'll be the day.
Yo. Speaking of mentally ill people, right? So the people on how did we get from OSU to about getting Trump out of here?
I don't know. Can I just one more last thing that I just wanted to think?
Yeah.
You just reminded me of something. We were still talking when you were saying like the M&Ms. That was still like the 4 years ago. That not the shooter, but like the armed intruder on the campus. Okay. So like I said, I had to go to work, right? And so I text my boss. I'm like, hey, listen, like the campus is on lockdown. There's like an armed intruder or whatever. We don't really know much about the situation. Blah blah blah.
Can you make it work?
Yeah, they have the fucking audacity. Okay, so when you coming in? The fuck do you? I'm
die.
locked down. Yeah, I know. Like I'm locked down in a fucking building. I didn't tell him about the Wendy stuff. I'm locked down in the building. I exaggerated. I'm like, I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. I don't know when I'm gonna get to eat
They don't
again.
give a fuck if you're eating. By the way,
yeah, I know.
They don't give a fuck.
And they were like, okay. So I tell them all this, and I'm like, there's an armed intruder. I could fucking die, man. I could be on the news. This show would never happen right now. I wouldn't even be telling the story. And she says, okay, so 45 minutes, an hour.
So when's this show gonna be over?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you work for the Plug, and the Plug is a major corp.
Yeah,
and
well, that's all they care about.
You're a spoke on the wheel, and when they take and when you're gone, they just replaced you with somebody else, and that's how these corporations work.
That's it.
But
nothing to worry about.
I heard that the newscasters are talking about it being a terrorist attack. So we're gonna say he's part of ISIS, probably. Don't be surprised if you hear he's from ISIS. Maybe he was from ISIS.
Well, all they know about him is that he's of Somalian descent. And what I just thought was interesting.
Mike's wiping his head. He's like, "Whoo! Thank God, it's not one of us."
Definitely, for once. But no, what was it? So what's interesting though, and they always go here with this, like all the articles that I was reading. Mm-hmm. They're linking it right away because he's brown. Mm-hmm. It's gonna go back to ISIS usually / terrorism / radical Islamic crap.
Right.
Whereas with all the white people, when this kind of shit happens, I mean, it wasn't gun related this time, but it was definitely like an attack for sure. But with white people, when this happens, usually, generally speaking, this comes down to mental illness. There's no affiliation to terrorism. There's no links to ISISm or ISIS.
ISISism?
I'm on a lot of Dayquil.
Jesus.
Shit. There's no links to ISIS. Not ISISism, ISIS. And again, it just goes back to it seems like there's like always a connotation with this shit. Okay, so tell me if I get this right. White people go to mental illness like brown people go to terrorism. Is that an accurate assessment of like what the media does? I'm not saying that's how it is.
I'd say so because I don't know. You remember Dylan Roof, right?
I don't like to remember the names.
Okay, Dylan.
What was the situation?
Dylan
where
Roof was
happened?
the kid that walked into the church and killed 8 or 9 people.
The white kid that shot up the black church. What was it? South Carolina or North Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
They were saying that he was mentally unfit to stand trial, and I was like, if you don't get
and
the
you saw
fuck
they carted
on,
his ass away in a bulletproof vest.
if
Too.
you don't get the fuck on, what do you mean he's not
were-
mentally stable to stand trial? But I heard now that he's gonna be defending himself. He's not even having a lawyer.
Really?
I don't understand what the play on.
Yeah, I mean,
is
what
from
would
it.
that had to have been like 2 years ago almost? I feel like that was a while ago.
Look, they gave this motherfucker Burger King on the ride.
Wendy's, the bacon crab.
No, it was Burger King. It wasn't Wendy's. Wendy's wouldn't do
So
that.
the cheap version of Wendy's.
Burger King? Nah, come on.
All right, so like.
No, Mickey D's is cheap. Why do you always talk us about food?
I know. I'm sure. Like we're talking about fucking terrorism and mental
you're talking about
illness,
food.
and he's talking about Big Macs.
All right.
And right now it's fucking 9:05.
Okay. All right. We'll get it figured.
All right. Well, the star is talking. So, anyways,
I'm gonna walk out.
mentally illness with
Mentally illness.
I said mental illness.
Mental illness.
Mental illness.
Mentally illness and
I might be
ISISism.
I might be mentally ill.
You know what you are, John? You're an ass ass.
I'm an ass ass. Hey, you know what I was doing this weekend in Miami? Look at that ass ass. Oh man. It's usually like what you were saying with white people is attributed to mental illness, but
Mhm.
also I think it's rich people.
Right.
And with that, Kanye got fucking. Didn't they send him to the loony bin or something like that? No.
I was literally just gonna say that too. Shit. Now I gotta find another word. The nut house.
No, it was
Looney
UCLA.
Bin's better.
I think it was LA. It was UCLA hospital, the padded room,
The padded room.
The white room.
the white room.
God.
No, it was
How
like
you gonna send
UCLA.
Kanye to the white room?
It was UCLA hospital, but they were talking about how he was battling with paranoia and depression and the
See,
rant. I don't know. Did
okay.
you ever see the rant?
No, I heard about it.
So
What
his
happened?
rant was basically him going at Beyonce. He was saying that Beyonce, he appreciates her, but that she wasn't going to perform at the
I'm sorry,
VMAs.
but it seems like everything, like every time Kanye is on stage and he's got the mic,
it has to do with Beyonce.
comes back to Beyonce some way or another.
Listen, I
Go
don't
ahead.
want to hear anything about Beyonce.
Go ahead.
Disney, Pablo Picasso. I don't even know who fuck Elon Musk was until fucking Kanye was saying this. That's how
Are
much
you
time.
kidding me?
This is how many
He
times
doesn't
Kanye.
do any fucking research
This is-
unless Kanye
This is how many
spits a
fucking.
bar about
This
it.
is how many fucking times that Kanye repeats. I talk about other fucking geniuses. I don't want to hear about Walt Disney all the fucking time. But with that being said, he was
Okay.
talking about how Beyonce didn't want to perform at some award show unless she was guaranteed the win for her album. Then he was talking about
Didn't he say like it was like
Then he
something
was
was
talk-
rigged because he didn't get
no
some award?
No, I don't know. It's usually that. Like I don't. It's he's never
I can't
satisfied.
keep up with him.
And then he was talking about Jay-Z, how Jay-Z never contacted him because his wife, she got robbed in France.
Who's his wife?
Kim.
Kanye. Oh, Kim. Oh, wow.
She
Okay.
got robbed.
I was thinking Jay-Z.
hold this L.
Okay. Excuse the fuck out of me. I don't pay attention
No.
to that
So
fucking celebrity bullshit. You're right.
not even fuck, man. So he was talking about Jay-Z. Have him. He needs to be a man and talk to him, and not to send his goons on him.
Who?
Kanye was telling.
Kanye told Jay-Z that.
He was saying in his rant.
To what?
That Jay-Z needs to be a man and talk to him, because Jay-Z never talked to him like checked up on him.
What is he? His grandpa?
Well, remember the whole Watch the Throne thing? They were like, it was like
They were buddies.
it was like big brother, little brother kind of thing. Well,
Okay.
Kanye had been with Jay-Z for a while,
Yeah.
because for those hip hop historians like myself, the Blueprint, amazing records that Kanye produced, and then Black Album, amazing records that Kanye produced as well, and then Watch the Throne album, amazing album. And it was like big brother, little brother kind of relationship. And
Yeah, they were always tight. Like
Right,
every
right.
like time you would turn on like a basketball game,
Right,
like
but-
whether it was the Knicks or the Heat, they were always
They
sitting
were
like
there together.
courtside together.
But ever since he started wilding out more and more, and I noticed this with Jay-Z,
Distancing
that
him.
He like when he sees you wild out, he'll talk to you once, and then it seems like he'll talk to you once,
And
and then
cut
if
you
you don't
off?
listen, and then he just distances himself from you.
Yeah.
So
Jay-Z's not fucking stupid.
no, there's a reason why Jay-Z is still. I mean, Jay-Z survived the '90s era where niggas were getting shot left and right.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it was that, and like
so
look at
he knew how
Beyonce
to-
too. Like
he knew how to
Beyonce's like
politic. He knew how to
Beyonce's
politic.
very fucking respectable. Like she
Yeah,
wouldn't
he knew
just
how to
like
he knew how to
she wouldn't
politic.
just marry any dumbass.
Right.
So,
So do we think Jay-Z got goons? Yeah, Jay-Z got goons. Jay-Z definitely has goons.
I wouldn't fuck with. Where's he from? Brooklyn.
Duh.
Okay. I was mixing him up.
Duh. Who do you mix him up with? He's the god. I just told you this.
Well, because I kept thinking that Kanye was from Brooklyn, and then I remember that he's
Kanye's
from
from
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, that I know.
Give me back your hip hop card. Don't you ever disrespect the guy.
Okay,
Yeezy.
so he's from Brooklyn. Yeah, I mean, no
Marcy
shit.
Projects.
Yeah. Isn't... No, I was thinking somebody. I know Biggie was...
Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Now it's called Stuyvesant Heights by fucking realtors because they gentrify the fuck out
Heights is the important word. Any place with heights is, like, exclusive.
of it. Stuyvesant Heights. They don't even call it Bed-Stuy. It's just Stuyvesant Heights.
I was there recently. They called it Bed-Stuy.
That's the street term, but like realtor term, like if I wanted to go for a place, they'll say, "Oh, here's a place in Stuyvesant Heights," because they're gentrifying everything. So now it's cool that you live in Bed-Stuy, but you didn't live in the dangerous Bed-Stuy.
Yeah. So it's only Bed-Stuy when it's convenient.
Exactly. Basically, like Harlem. Like people say, I live in Harlem for the culture, but it's not Harlem. But the thing what I don't like with this whole thing, because he canceled his tour. Like he was supposed to come here for December. I wanted to. I actually wanted
did he
to
do
go.
it publicly or did he
Yes.
just?
Yeah, he did.
Yes. He's
Okay.
and he walked off the stage. He did
Really?
three. He did three
with this,
songs.
I'm out.
He did three songs and he left. And I'm like, what the fuck did you just like? If I was
Were
in
you
that
watching
concert,
it live?
No. I was looking at the videos that people were recording.
Oh, World Star.
Three people. Three songs that he did, and then he left. Like, if that was me, I'm throwing shit on that stage. Like, you're coming back out here.
How
and
much
you're
money do you
performing
think
that
like you
set.
fucking paid for
You're
Kanye shit?
performing that fucking set. I don't give a fuck what happened to you.
I don't give a shit about
I don't
If
give
you're
a shit.
dying like from the hospital, like fucking
No. People paid their good money. People worked their ass off. There's girls who suck some dicks to get the tickets to go to a Kanye show.
Probably guys that suck some.
There was
dicks to
guys
get-
sucking dick to get to the Kanye show. All right, they didn't want to suck that dick, but guess what? They did it so they could see Kanye. And you only did 3 episodes, three songs,
Three
and
songs.
you didn't even perform. Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Yeah,
You have to perform. Can't Tell Me. Okay, if he performs,
dog, that's old though.
I don't care. That shit goes hard. If you perform Can't Tell Me Nothing and Niggas in Paris, you can leave afterwards. I'm fine.
And how much would you pay for that?
I'll pay 200.
You cheap piece of shit.
I know. I know.
Cheap fuck.
I'm Guyanese. We're kind of cheap.
Low
We're
ballers.
kind of cheap.
Yeah.
I can pay $2. But now it's like they're saying, well, he's battling depression, sleep deprivation, and all those type of things.
See, yeah, exactly. And that's
And-
what I was starting to hear because the way they spun it, like the media.
That
When
he-
I had read it, they said that he's going to like a mental hospital for, and get this, stress
for stress.
and exhaustion.
Can
Those are
I
like the
go
two
to a
key-
fucking hospital for
I
that
know
shit?
that's like fucking like
everyone.
75%,
Not only-
95% of like
Not only that,
like 95% of college
not only
students.
that, but this is the thing that gets me tight. That these guys, these celebrities, can just go into a fucking what's it called, a rehab.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain is dead. They go into a rehab. They come out after like 2 weeks, and the slate's clean. Everything's cool. Like like Cudi. Remember I was telling you about Kid Cudi? He wasn't happy, and he sounded like he was gonna.
Well,
be
he was like
suicidal.
depressed.
The dude came out after like 3 weeks, and he was hugging
Oh,
Kanye, and
sorry,
like nothing happened. The slate's clean. That's what I'm telling you. Like you
At
can-
least like talk about what the fuck happened.
You can do anything, and then it's like, well, he had a mental breakdown. That's why he behaved the way. And then everyone's like, oh, it's okay. He had a mental breakdown. Can I cheat on my girl and then and say I had a mental breakdown? That's why I
it's like
cheated on
giving
you.
you a license to sin.
Baby, I cheated on you. That's why I had a mental breakdown. That's why I cheated on you.
That's all. I forgive you.
All right, cool. Pause. But like, part of me is like, I hope he gets better because mental illness is a real thing. But there are people, and we all know people that play that shit.
Yeah, that like fake it.
That
they
that.
they
I
use
have
that.
anxiety. Really? Do you? How?
They put that up as a front, and if he's doing that, I'm gonna be pissed.
And
people should be.
There
pissed.
are people who are serious that actually have those things, but there are people who self-diagnose themselves, and they're
fine like 2 days later.
They check up what is it, WebMD, and they're all of a sudden a fucking doctor, and they know
Everybody's
they have
an expert.
They have they have this problem, that problem, and you're to me, I feel like it's like making light of something that's actually serious, and that's why we don't take
If that's
we
the
don't
case,
take
but
mental illness
we have
serious
to
in this country.
Right, exactly. But I mean, for the time being, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but
You got
Part
nothing
of
else to
me-
go on.
but no, I'll tell you why. Part of me says, well, he canceled everything, but he also has obligatory contracts for certain things.
Okay.
But if he says,
There's got to be like some sort of clause.
but if
though.
I file,
like if he's
I
like if he
file-
comes down like with a sickness,
if I file an emotional bankruptcy, like
Right.
I'm paranoid and I'm suffering from depression and all that, then I can get out of those contracts. And to me, I feel like that might be it. That might be the angle too.
yeah, he's probably just feeling like a little overworked and underpaid. Maybe. Maybe.
There's that, and then he hasn't got over his mom dying. I don't think he actually grieved. I think he just kind of dove in. Like when his mom died, he didn't
take a break.
There's a combination of him not grieving after his mom died and someone not kicking his ass. Because I feel like no one checked him. I think if you check the problem,
a lot of these guys are always on the run. Like it's hard to like get a minute in and say, all right, like let's take a step back and look at what the fuck is going on.
No one has checked him, and he's grown now to be checked by anybody. Maybe his wife can check him, I guess. But like, I knew that before. What I've been reading is that like even before all this, before his mom died, he would stand on tables in Def Jam offices, and he would be like, "I'm the next Michael Jackson." And like wild shit.
He
like,
sounds bipolar.
Like, motherfucker, sit the fuck down. Like no one wanted, but I think his mom was like, no, he's okay. He's a genie. Like some moms that like make excuses for their kids. I think that's what she was with him.
Yeah,
and,
she didn't discipline.
She didn't discipline him. She kind of said, no, you're special.
But don't you think like on top of that? I mean, how like crazy that he gets with that shit, and then all of a sudden now he's like getting checked in. Do you really? I mean, that's what bipolar is. It's like really high highs and really low lows. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to die. I'm not a WebMD. I'm not a WebMD doctor, fucking expert myself. But
I was saying maybe Asperger's.
Asperger's,
yeah, like a mild
Asperger's.
No, not Asperger's. No, Asperger's. No, because like it's like when you can't process like certain thoughts, so you kind of like just spit
I know
it out.
what Asperger's is. You don't have to fucking explain it.
No,
to
I'm
me.
asking because I think that's okay. So.
It's like the lowest. It's like functioning autism.
That's
basically.
what I think. That's what I think he does because he doesn't. When he rants about the shit, like I literally sit and think, does he think about what he says before he says it, or did he just say it?
Probably
like even the awards. I don't know if you saw the MTV awards.
Was that
back.
with Taylor Swift?
No. I don't think she was. Thank God. I can't stand her. But they gave.
Here we go.
They gave
another white person John doesn't like.
No, I told you there's like 5 white people I fuck with.
Only 5, and the list is shrinking by the day.
All
right, so what?
No. The
what are you talking about?
MTV gave him like 10 minutes to rant. Why the fuck?
God, that's like 9.5 minutes more than he needs.
I feel like what you're doing is like you're giving an alcoholic drugs. Like that's what you're doing. Like the more
you're giving like a mentally ill person, like mic time.
Everyone wants to hear Kanye rant. Oh my God! And then when he says this shit, you're like, why does he sound fucking stupid? Because you're giving him you're giving him
airtime.
You're letting him do it. Like stop, chill.
Yeah, but how are you gonna do that? Because how are you gonna stop?
I don't know who,
giving somebody airtime who's just like so. I mean, everybody fucking gives a shit what Kanye is doing. Everybody gives a shit what the Kardashians doing.
He needs to go away. Like, go away. Don't say anything. Don't.
You can't tell him that. He's a fucking egomaniac. He's not gonna go away. Not while the money's there.
He's made money. Like you don't need to make more money. Like relax. You can.
He claims he's his
comeback will be.
What
great.
did he say? He's in debt right now.
No, not anymore. I don't think so.
He was probably never in debt.
He never was probably. No, listen.
Go.
If he wants to make money, go away.
Go away.
No one hears you for like a year or so. People are gonna be like, "Where's Kanye West?"
Yeah, it's like
come back with
off
some
the face of
fire.
the earth.
Come back with some fire.
Yeah, right.
Come back with fire. I guarantee that shit's gonna get sold out. I promise that.
Who did that recently? Didn't somebody like come back like after like years of hiatus and then just?
I don't know.
Fuck,
there's not much people who can do that. Oh, Frank, you talking about Frank Ocean?
Maybe.
Because Frank did that with Blonde album.
One of them.
And well, everyone was waiting for that shit. That shit was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, but if you have like a big enough name and then all of a sudden like you go on hiatus and then come back,
not much artists can do stuff like that.
No,
though,
but Kanye
you have
can.
to have. Well, Kanye's like the.
How long has he been around for? At least like a decade and a half now.
Producing wise or album wise or just general?
Just in general.
When did Blueprint come out?
I don't remember.
I want to say 2000, 2001.
Yeah, because like the earliest song that I remember, not saying that it's that's what happened, but the earliest song that I remember hearing from him was All Falls Down, and that was like what, like
if you listen to All Falls Down, that sounds like him right now.
Yeah,
like listen to All Falls Down after this, and read everything that's been going on with him now, and you'll realize like he is materialistic. Not that it's okay. To me, I don't really care if you're materialistic, and he is egocentric. You know, he's very egotistical. He mentions all of that in All Falls Down. So I find it weird. It's kind of weird how that song from College Dropout is now connection right now.
Yeah.
But if he goes away and he drops some fire in like 2 years,
Mm.
it'll be great. Like everyone will love you again. I promise.
Yeah, but you're telling him to go away while the airtime's there, the money's hot.
The money's always, he's Kanye. You're never Jay can do that.
Yeah, but look, like think about it like this, okay? So let's just say on average he can probably get away with making 10 million. Not saying that that's accurate, but let's just,
He makes
for
more than that, but
10 million like a year. Let's just say that's a fun number to
he
play
makes
with.
like 20 million per tour, not album.
Okay, how many tours do you think he would do a year? 2, 3?
It's just one big ass tour.
Okay, 20 million. Let's just say 20 million a year.
Right.
We're just playing with numbers here. 20 million a
20
year.
plus.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So let's just say you're telling him to go away for 2017, right? And then
Right.
come back in 2018. All right. So you're telling him to miss out on $20 million worth of album sales and ticket sales. What? To double?
He'll double it.
You think he'll double it?
He would either.
He would double it after a
He
hiatus.
can double it. He can double it.
Go on a hiatus, come back with
And do 40 million in 2018.
Mike, that Pablo, Mike, that fucking Pablo album, that stream, the streams were ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, anything that he does is going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be ridiculous because people were like, yo, and he has it in him to do it. He can do it.
So you think that he can pull double 2 years from now rather than just do like constant and just like stay for 2017?
Even if he doesn't.
And make his money for 2017.
Even if he doesn't, the problem with him is that he jumped into shoes, he jumped into clothing, he jumped in. His fucking clothing is ass. I'm sorry. I don't, if you're a fan of his clothing, I don't know why.
You know, you reminded me of now Russell Westbrook. The booty clothes that he wears. He can wear like a potato sack.
And Russell?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
Russell gets away with that because Russell's a Russell balling.
Doesn't matter. He still looks like he wears like
Russell's a baller. Russell's a baller. But with
he wears like trash bags
but
and like
he
they
doesn't
give
have- he
him
didn't
like
have
props
the
for that shit.
he didn't have the time to grieve and everything. He's just diving into shit. So he dove into the clothing. He'd dove into the shoes and music and all that shit. Just chill out. Stay away from it. You can still do some of the shit, but don't be front and center about it.
He can't not. He's an egocentric dude.
You gotta put your ego aside. This is for people too. I'm about to drop jewels. Hold up.
Telling Kanye West that shit.
I know, but I'm about to drop jewels for people because it helps. If you put your ego aside and you put your
Papa
feelings
John's gonna
aside-
rant to us. Go ahead. What you got to say?
Can't use Papa John. Can we use Papa John?
No.
Uncle
Probably not.
Uncle John.
Copyright.
You just fucking took us off the air. Nice job. Uncle John.
We lasted 4 episodes.
Uncle John.
I can believe it.
And he just said it 6 times.
I said Uncle John.
Oh, whatever. Same shit. All right, finish what you were saying.
If you put your feelings aside and you don't react off of emotion, and emotion is tied into your pride, and pride is tied into ego. If you get that off on the side and you operate off of pure strategy and pure just thinking, you're gonna go far. If you operate off of emotion, you're gonna get fucked. And this right now is what's happening with Kanye. Is he's off of emotion. Emotion's great because it shows how much charisma that you have and how great of a person that you are. But the problem is that eventually people get tired of that shit and they get bored. And it says this guy
Of charisma or
of your feelings because you're always
okay,
feeling.
that's not clear.
You're always feeling and you're always in your feelings.
How do you
about
say
stuff.
you're caught in your feelings or some shit?
Not caught in your feelings, but like you're in your feelings.
You let them take it. You let them take
You take it into your feelings, yeah. And whatever. I have like 2 people looking at me weird, but
Because I don't get
they
the
know
fuck you're saying.
the fucking listeners know what I'm saying, but
yeah.
but
In the comments, what the fuck is this guy on about?
Sean can't play ball.
Look, no, just move off of strategy. Jay-Z, here we go, another bar. I told you, NY niggas grew up on Jay-Z bars.
As he's like pointing his finger in my face.
Learn how to move in a room full of vultures. All right, that's it.
Say that again.
Move in a room full of vultures.
Damn, that's I like that.
That's bar.
And he's like giggling.
I
He's like
told
looking
you.
at me like with like a little like goofy smile, like he said it.
I keep telling you, New York niggas grew up on Jay-Z bars. Again, the ones who didn't have their pops in their life grew up on Jay-Z bars. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Was it stale? Like the piece of bread that you ordered?
Oh, that's funny, but ass isn't, Bruno. Fucker.
I was referring to the Cubans.
No, it was good. I gained about like 15 pounds, and then I passed about 9 of them.
No one wants to hear about your bowel movements. God, you're disgusting.
I was trying to stay away from that
This
word.
is a rated G show.
Oh, yeah?
Now it's G.
Oh, yeah? So
G-
he's good. He's
G
gonna,
for gangster. Rated G for gangsters.
he's going to spit Jay-Z lyrics and then say that we're rated G. All right. No, but it was good. I get to watch the Cowboys. That was pretty good.
What did you have? Did you have a sweet potato from Boston Market? No, you didn't, because your shit was stale. Did you?
No,
Seriously?
we had
So
what do
your
they
shit
call
was
that
stale?
shit? No, we had the
Stale sweet potato?
Can I finish? Maybe. So okay,
Unseasoned turkey.
What did we have? No, we had seasoned turkey actually. We had
Salt and pepper.
we had the poppers that you don't like, the jalapeno thingies,
Okay.
the ones that
The one that we just had? Okay.
yeah, that shit's lit.
What else? That was it?
We had what was it? Because you don't let me finish. The sweet potato crap with the marshmallows, the smashed potatoes, and
I told you don't use mashed potatoes around me.
so no, but we didn't have Boston Market, so I'm sure that your guys' Boston Market and Popeye's crap was good.
I had Boston.
I didn't have Boston Market. I didn't
Boston.
have
I went to Boston Market that day.
Yo, I had Peruvian stuff.
Well, you know what? Nobody cares what you had,
The
Bruno.
lady in front of me at Boston Market got like 4 large containers of sweet potato. I had to wait for another tray. I'm like, this bitch.
Wait, they're open on Thanksgiving? Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were just joking about that.
No. They are. They're open.
Oh,
They're
shit.
open. I was macking on a chick at Boston Market. I'm gonna go on the chicks from restaurants. Hey, you have to get connects. I got Publix Bay. I got Burger King Bay. I got what Bay I got? Hold up.
You got base in every single.
Boston Market now, I
got
guess.
Boston Market Bay. Shit. Walgreens. Bay.
You got plugs.
I got Walgreens Bay.
You got plugs now.
But so it's late at night, right?
Yeah.
I'm eating leftovers, and I hear my mom.
Was this your little special story?
This is my story. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it a gay story
It's not
again?
gay. It's heterosexual this time.
It's heterosexual.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
a raging heterosexual. I just want to let you know.
Raging.
Raging heterosexual. Ladies, hit me up. So I hear arguments.
He sounds like the black mini me. He's like, ladies, hit me up. Go ahead.
No.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you why. Because
Okay.
when you hear the story, you'll be like, okay, now
I
I
haven't
understand.
heard it. I'm just as surprised as everybody
my
else
mom
is.
and my brother are arguing, and I'm
Okay.
like, what are they arguing about this time? So me being nosy, because I'm nosy, I go.
He's a stalker.
I got the bowl of sweet potato. I'm eating my sweet potato, and I'm listening, and I hear all
He's
I
like
hear.
Gossip Girl.
All I hear, my mom raised me, so I got a little.
He's
bit
just like with
gossipy.
his like legs crossed. He's got like his little sweet potatoes,
No,
and he's
no,
just
no.
like dishing.
So,
Dish.
what's the tea, girl? No. So all I hear is, no, John is not gonna tell you anything because you overreact. And I hear my mom saying, no, he's gonna tell me, he'll tell me when he's with somebody, and I don't, and they get mad, and he shuts his door. And all I hear is my mom just rush down the stairs. So I'm running back to the table, and because I don't want her to know that I was eavesdropping. So I'm sitting.
So I'm gonna haul ass to get away from her. That's the only exercise that I got for the day.
Get the fuck up, no. That's why I beat you on ball. Shut your ass up. So
He wishes. Even our commenters know that's baloney.
I beat you 1-on-1. What are you talking? Hey, if this video gets a certain amount, how many views? If we get 150 views, we'll put a video up in 1-on-1.
Dog, I just didn't want to embarrass you in front of your brother.
Shut up. Stop lying. So anyway, she rushes down the stairs and she says, John, you can come to talk to me about anything, right? And I says,
Ooh.
yeah, why? She says, you can talk to me she said, you can talk to me if you have a girlfriend. I'm like, I don't have a girlfriend, Mom. Like, why? I was like,
Ladies, hit me up.
so she's like, are you sure you don't have a girlfriend? You're not telling me? I'm like, Mom, I don't have a car. I don't have a job. What girls wants me at this time?
That makes me so sad for you.
She says,
No.
no, we're gonna go find you a girlfriend.
The Boston Market Bay.
Oh no, Publix Bay we're working
Oh,
on. I'm
okay.
working on. No, but
Ditches next week.
Ditches next week. So she talks to me and she's telling me like, no, you should get a girlfriend. I'm worried about you. And I'm hoping you don't end up being
I thought
alone.
it was going to be like a birds and the bees talk or some shit.
She's like, I hope you don't end up being alone and whatnot. I'm like, Mom, I'm just on my antisocial shit. I just want to get my shit covered.
Build for you.
And that's about it. But yeah, that was just my Thanksgiving story.
Interesting. So we learned that John is single. So no, but
now feel bad for laughing at me, bitch.
So no, but all jokes aside, so if you're still listening to us this far in the podcast, thank you. We really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, make sure to leave a comment for us if you like what you heard, or as John said before, if you have advice that you want to give us for upcoming shows or ideas or just, bullshit in general.
Yeah, so. Comment on our YouTube or comment us at Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
My handle is at JDadon718.
Why do you get to go first? Okay, Mike check _.
Because everyone's listening for me.
Mike, shut up. Mike check _12, and we got. Do we have to?
And if you don't like the audio,
okay, no, hold on.
If you're not liking the audio,
yeah, okay.
Or you think he's talking too much, you can at him at the CC Sound Guy.
The CC Sound Guy.
The CC Sound Guy. Yeah.
Your list.
It's all love, dog.
And certainly Cynical Podcast at Gmail. Drop us ideas for upcoming videos or suggestions, comments,
if
whatnot.
you have any advice and you need some advice from a G.
And what? And yeah,
what else?
We got new videos every Friday. That's about it.
Oh,
and that's if this kid can.
They should know already. Oh, if you
they
don't
already know.
Yeah. And if you don't know, now you know.
All right, you guys, we're out of here for now.
See you next week. Peace.
Peace.